Hi everyone. I think I caught a non-due-to's cold, so be careful. Whatever's going around is strong enough to pass through YouTube. Um, but the reason I'm posting today is the witnesses are actually coming by on Monday for another little sit-down. Apparently, word hasn't gotten out that I'm to be, careful of. So I'm having another little seed planting party, and since the UN and the child molestation were my two big issues, that's kind of what I'm focusing on. Plus, I'm watching all of you guys on the front lines, and I thought I'd just kind of share this. So I decided to review some of the circuit overseer visit, and I can only take it, like you guys said, in small doses. But what I'm seeing is he keeps using this one scripture to prove that the organization is still the real, true organization. And it's James 1:27, and it's going to start being part of my little spiel, so I thought I'd share it. The form of worship that is clean and undefiled from the standpoint of our God and Father is this: to look after orphans and widows in their tribulation, and to keep oneself without spot from the world. And he used this in his defense of my argument of the UN. Well, the second they gave it up, they were no longer spotless and no longer part of the world. They became part of the world. And what's interesting is I read a lot of comments and I read a lot of, Jehovah's Witness apologists and stuff, and I hear the stuff on the video that you guys are catching, and it amazes me how many people just don't care. They don't care. They became part of the harlot. They became part of false religion the second they gave it up. They had sex with the wild beast, which is, if you grew up with this, it's like Satan himself. This is Satan's world. That's like having sex with Satan. So they became part of the harlot and had sex with Satan. And the thing that kills me is they did it for a library card. They're not even a high price or high class part of the harlot. They're the $2 hooker variety. They're down at the bottom feeders. They gave it up for what was essentially free. They didn't get dinner. They didn't get foreplay. They didn't teach, nothing. They just gave it up. And then I'm finding out that even though they're still no longer part of the United States, they in other countries, they still are. There's a meeting coming up next month in October. And apparently they're still registered in Poland, I think it is. I'd have to check my records. But, yeah, so they're still involved. They're still involved. And you don't care. You just don't care. Well, if you really don't care, if you really do not care if the organization is now part of false religion, if that's true and you really don't care, why not pick another false religion that's a little less restrictive? Why not just pick another false religion that allows you to enjoy your family? Why not pick another false religion that's a little more fun? Lets you sleep in on weekends. If this is false religion and you don't care, why stay? Why stay? There's so many other options out there. If you really don't care, why stay? And even the first part of the scripture where it says take care of orphans and widows, they don't take care of anybody, not monetarily. They just bark orders. Any help that the witnesses get is on a congregational level. The witnesses will help each other, even when they're struggling. But anything coming from the organization, they don't even give a dime. I mean, Slen Elka has a video where he hears about fundraisers that were started to help other members that were, told to close. You can't do that. That was coming from the organization. So the organization gives nothing back. Even these Kingdom Hall builds that they do post-disaster, where they build and repair Kingdom Halls, they take all of the credit. Look how unified we are. Look how this we are. Look how that we are. But they don't give a dime. It's all done locally by volunteers and donations. Even material is often donated. They don't send a dime to help anybody. The only time I can see them ever sending any kind of help whatsoever is when they send their lawyers to defend the child molesters, victimizing the victims even further. That's really not taking care of orphans and widows. So yeah, this is the scripture that the circuit overseer used to prove that they were still the true organization. And this is the one that I'm going to be using to disprove that they're the true organization. And, you know, guys, seriously, like I said, if you're okay with the witnesses being false religion, get out. Get into another religion that's a little more fun, that'll allow you to stay with your family and stuff like that. Because this ship is going down. Sorry. You know, every time they turn around, they're in trouble. The Australia court cases will go forward. So it's a criminal case, and the governing body members are the ones in the hot seat. This last article that you had, calling us mentally diseased, a lot of countries do not like that. It violates their religious hate speech laws, so they're being investigated. It seems like every time they turn around, there's something they're in trouble for. It's a sinking ship. And if you have no problem with them being false religion, get out. Go to another religion. Go to another false religion. You know, there's a lot of them out there. They'll allow you to see your family and allow you to do other things. So yeah, if you really don't care, why stay? Why stay in a sinking ship? The rats have already left. You know, why stay? Anyway, I just wanted to share it because I will be using this scripture as part of my spiel. If any of you have any other scriptures that are good that I should look at before Monday, I'd appreciate it. I know a couple, but, you know, somebody might surprise me with something really juicy. So, anyway, I just had to share. And I know this isn't coherent. I'm all over the place, but I really am foggy-headed. And no, I don't need any poor babies. It's just fact of life. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.